Leo's insights are presented to challenge, inform, and encourage you in your quest to break free from school-based approaches to education. Building upon a foundation of unschooling, we sincerely hope these insights help you to consider how education can be truly unlimited.
Last week, I shared a bit of my long and continuing career in education. Today, I want to focus more on how Education Unlimited came to be. You will remember that a bad experience in my daughter's school prompted my wife and I to reconsider what we had unquestioningly accepted as the only way to train and teach a child. That wake up call not only led to our decision to home educate, but it led me to work in a large high school in Edmonton where I would see out the rest of my teaching career 14 years later. Ironically, I became a sort of consultant for home education in my local school division, as well as the leader of our local support group. This led to my taking a facilitation position with a home education provider, which ultimately proved to be a bad thing. This organization, which still exists today, turned out to be focused on money rather than students. By then, I had come to really understand home education and had become an expert on how to successfully move students to the post-secondary arena without need for high school credits and diploma. This truly threatened my home education employer, making an already difficult situation even worse for me. I came to despise this agency, which saw children as currency. This led my wife and I to consider other options for encouraging parents wanting freedom to teach their children their way rather than the school's way. So in the spring and summer of 1999, we worked very hard to successfully establish Education Unlimited as a home education provider with a focus on faith, family, freedom. To understand the situation, now it is important to know that what Faye and I established at the time was a company specializing in home education services. We were not a school and so could not function without being associated with a school through which home education registrations could be processed and through which funding could flow to parents. Our first association was with the Mornville Christian School. This relationship was to last 16 years. It ended acrimoniously when, ironically, the agency I had initially worked for became associated with this very school and helped orchestrate a takeover attempt, which thankfully completely failed. We then found association with Harvest Baptist Academy. This was a less than perfect arrangement, but we were desperate at the time, and the school year was about to begin. Wanting to continue serving our families, we did our best to get along. This worked for 5 years, then went very bad in the sixth year when we experienced a great increase in number of students. I'm always amazed by how people are influenced by money. My first gig involved people who saw children as a source of funds. Then they joined our associate school and tried to assume our clientele. There always seems to be someone willing to steal someone else's success. HBA tried doing that unsuccessfully in early 2021. We were again without an associate school with which to work. This time we offered money up front, as that seems to be the only thing that attracted private Christian schools to sponsor our ministry. We successfully convinced our third associate school they would be enriched by supporting us. Things have not been easy, and in many ways have not gone well. But we are thankful for having been able to continue to serve home educating families over the last 23 years. So now what? Well, I can hardly wait to tell you next time.
We trust you were blessed by today's presentation. For more helpful information to guide you in your home education journey, please visit educationunlimited.ca and leogaumont.com. Be sure to like us and share us on Facebook.